The water does something different to you. You just feel happier when you're on the water.
The lake itself,
Hey, come on in.
part playground,
Want a cold beer?
part town square.
Hi, girls.
You want to be social here. If you buy a home on the lake, you are social.
But there is a language of the lake. Kenny Mrozik lets us in on the secret hand signals little known to the non-lake world.
If you're going by and somebody's going like this, that means don't come in. So you watch their hand, and as it starts turning, then they're thinking about taking you in. Then when it gets to this, then you know you're in.
This is come on in. And that usually means some free food and something to drink.
Apparently, it's all hands on deck at O'Brien's. Their tiki bar, quiet just a few minutes ago, now packed with friends.
And then your friends see a couple boats, and then O'Brien's are doing something. Then you got 4 boats, then it's 6 boats, but we love it. You know, that's why we're here.
It could be a party in 5 minutes.
But not all lakes are created equal. Things are quieter on Bungie Lake in Mansfield. They usually are.
It's funny, you could ask probably 80% of the people in Mansfield if they know about Bungie Lake, and they'll say, what's Bungie Lake? They just don't know it exists. And there's nothing wrong with that for the people that are here. We like it that way. You go for a boat ride today?
Yeah.
Both Scott Frierksen and his wife, Linda, grew up on this quiet little lake. And when they started their family, they knew they wanted to build their home here. Die-hard lake people.
And it was ingrained in me early, and I can't get rid of it. I'll never not live on a lake.
In fact, Frierksen is so passionate about the lake lifestyle, he ditched his corporate job a few years ago to start his own company, specializing in lakefront real estate.
Of the 100% of the market, we said, let's cut out 99% of it. We're just going to focus on one slice of the pie. But it's a $1.2 billion business just in New England.
Today, Frierksen is known professionally as the Lake Guy. His website, lakefrontliving.com, the first and only one-stop site for lakefront homes in New England.
We've taken that down from, let's say, a 3-hour search down to 15 seconds. You can find any lakefront property.
And not just in New England. His listings now include Ohio, Missouri, and Tennessee as well.
I thought it was just going to be a part-time gig. Within 3 months, the website was getting so much attention that I said, I think I'm onto something here.
Back on Webster Lake, things are quieting down at the O'Brien's Tiki Hut, the party migrating to some other dock somewhere. A good time, we think, to put the O'Briens to a little tongue-twisting test. After all, they've had 15 years to find out where they're at.
Lake Chagagagog, Manchagagog, Jamatigongomog.
Webster Lake, sorry. I'm the only one in the family that can't say it. Oh well.
No, O'Brien say Webster Lake has been absolutely hopping this summer. Festive fundraisers for local charities out on the boats. They even had a disco party at a restaurant. Lots of people came out. Lots of Lakers, they like to say. Look at that, disco party. Ooh, there you go. They look like a pirates, and a lot of stuff is going on. But they call themselves Lakers, and they're not talking about the LA kind of Lakers.
No. They are the kind of Lakers that hang out on lakes. Scott Frierksen, by the way, our realtor, says that lakefront property, lake properties, big-time sellers markets. Some of these properties are selling within a day. So sellers market out there for sure.
Get on it. All right, next, meet the mascot of Newfound Lake, Diane the turtle.
She is an amazing animal. She really is.
And these dog days of August, the sight of a cold, clear lake is a welcome event.
And Ted found a good one, New Hampshire's Newfound Lake. Locals say it is the cleanest in America and one of the least known in the Granite State.
It is the classic combination. A jewel of a lake surrounded by forested hills, distant peaks, and anchored at one end by a sturdy little village. Still, this lake, one of the largest in the state, has a surprisingly low profile.
The clarity is just beyond belief. This lake is essentially spring-fed and cleans itself out several times a year.
One of the best ways to enjoy this spot? Hop on one of the regular eco tours run by the Newfound Lake Region Association.
By the mid-1800s, there were virtually no trees on this hillside.
The water is deep and cold and one of the few big lakes still free of invasive weeds, thanks to a vigilant program that checks incoming boats.
You're all set.
And if you believe everything you read on the internet, and who doesn't, there are some pretty lofty claims made for this body of water, the cleanest in America, the fourth clearest lake in the world. True? Well, we couldn't help but wondering if some of these claims were all wet.
You know, I get this question a lot, Ted, and there is no official list of clean lakes that I'm aware of.
Numerical rankings and rural legend aside, Boyd Smith of the local Lake Association says the water is exceptionally clear because it's encircled by a 100 square mile filter.
The watershed, which is the area around the lake, is roughly 98% undeveloped. And most of that is forest. The forests act as a filter and clean the water up.
Smith offers to put the lake to the test with a Secchi disc, a tool to measure water clarity.
All right, lower away, Captain.
Using an aquascope, my job is to report when I lose sight of the disc.
I still see it.
It drops a full 8 meters or 25 feet before it vanishes. Exceptional water clarity.
I'm seeing what looks like the Loch Ness Monster.
Over in Bristol, New Hampshire, life moves at a slower speed, and folks seem to like it that way. Small wonder, then, this town's most celebrated citizen may be setting the pace.
She's a turtle ham. I mean, she just loves the attention.
Those seeking an audience with Diane the turtle, and there have been legions, must make their way to a back room at the Twin Designs gift shop.
Here is Diane.
It's kind of hard to say who belongs to whom.
Would you like a strawberry, Diane?
But Diane the turtle and Jim Toner have been together nearly 50 years. This dime store turtle arrived on her little turtle island with the plastic palm tree when Jim was just 12 years old.
She is an amazing animal. She really is.
How amazing? Well, Diane is celebrated at Twin Designs in both print and plush, and she's known locally for her predictive powers. Every winter, she stops eating. When she takes her first strawberry, locals know spring is just around the corner.
And come on, that groundhog, he doesn't know what this is, the real spring.
Diane and Jim aren't the only time-tested partnership here. Jim and his business partner, Brad, also go back a ways.
There's a twin thing, and we get along so well, and we each know each other's strengths. There's no jealousy of who does what, and that's why it works. We really have fun. We do this 7 days a week, and we have fun. So.
The twins' main business is in back of the gift store, designing souvenir artwork for tourist sites around the country. Brad the artist, Jim the organizer.
He's the one who runs the place, and he'll come up and say, I think we need this design or that.
And luckily,
and then
Diane
we do
the
all
turtle
the
was mine, so
Yeah.
you can't throw me out because I have Diane.
Yes,
the turtle.
Diane the turtle. Yeah.
Brad and Jim lived together above the shop. The only time they were separated, a few years during college.
I've been a team.
When Jim met his wife, who was also part of our business, he said, this is part of the plan. You got to take him.
He's part of the whole
Diane, yeah, both Diane. It was like breaking it to her. This is Diane, and you got to take Brad too. So. Our family's been coming here, and we learned that as little kids that there were other lakes, wonderful lakes in New Hampshire. We went to them all, but this was the nicest lake, the best lake.
And Anthony, big things are happening in Bristol this winter. Diane the turtle turns 50, and Twin Designs is having a birthday party for her on December 1st.
An interesting story about how Jim found Diane. 1968, as a young boy, he's in traction, had to lie in bed for 6 months. His family put a basket outside his window to distract him a little bit, and somebody, a neighbor, put the turtle, Diane, into the basket, and that's where the beautiful relationship was formed.
Sweet. All right. Next, Ted tries to find his yogi.